How's it going, guys? So in this short clip, I'm going to talk about how to go through the Mehlmanmedical PDFs, okay? When to do them, how to do them, and holy shit, do they artificially inflate your scores, okay? Because it's a reasonable concern that if I base my content off the NBME exams, then wouldn't that artificially contribute to a score elevation, and therefore your NBME exam scores aren't genuine? It's a reasonable concern, right? So I'll address that in this clip as well as when and how to do the PDFs, as I said. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Give it a like. Really appreciate it. Find me on Instagram, Mehlman_medical, Mehlman_medical. Links down below. Find me on Telegram. Links to the Telegram group and channel down below. Now start the clip. So, do the Mehlman PDFs artificially inflate your score? The answer is absolute nonsense. Absolute garbage. Okay? I mean, this notion that they increase your score, if you're doing the correct study, if you're looking at the correct things, your scores should go up on the NBME exams. That's how it works. You get some students who would rather study obscure resources that aren't based on content related to USMLE, just off the mark information, and then their scores don't go up on the NBMEs, and somehow that's supposed to be better. Makes no fucking sense, okay? Where do you think UWorld and AMBOSS base their questions off of? It's the NBME exams, and you don't get students complaining that QBank is artificially inflating their score, do they? No. So if you're studying the right materials, your scores should go up. That's how it works. Some students, however, might have the more specific concern that it's not that my PDFs are based on the NBMEs that's a potential problem, as much as it is that I occasionally insert bullet points into my PDFs that reflect real NBME questions where I say answer on NBME equals X, and in turn I'm giving you answers, quote unquote. So that might be the more specific concern students have. Well, I just simply will have an NBME question I know off the top of my head, and I could just flip that and insert that into the PDF. That's why I make excellent content. This isn't an accident, okay? So as an example, I know of an NBME question where it's an 8-year-old girl who has a non-blanching rash, meningococcal septicemia. She's got a low blood pressure, low sodium, high potassium, low pH, low bicarb, and the answer is ACTH stimulation test to diagnose adrenal insufficiency due to Waterhouse-Friderichsen syndrome. And so in my PDF, I might write 6-year-old boy who has a rash on the abdomen, doesn't blanch to pressure, has a metabolic acidosis, normal anion gap because adrenal insufficiency is not in mud piles as a cause of metabolic acidosis. And I might just write the bullet point answer on NBME equals ACTH stimulation test. So it's very similar, but you're learning the right concepts. So that's how your scores are going to go up. It's not dramatic, okay? So you want to go through my PDFs. You want to do, in particular, not just high-yield arrows, which is highly specific rules in for you passing. You need to know high-yield arrows. But I don't want you to neglect cardio, pulm, renal, gastro PDFs. Those 4 are excellent, okay? Hematology as well. They're all good. They're all excellent. Students like immuno, biochem, neuroanatomy PDFs, those are above pass level, I'd say. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like, do those PDFs, but to pass, step 1. Cardio, pulm, renal, gastro, high-yield arrows, okay, heme, those are very foundational PDFs. You can get obscure neuroanatomy or obscure biochemistry wrong and pass step 1, okay? So know those concepts. Now, when to do the PDFs, should you annotate into them? I just made a prior clip saying I don't want you annotating, period. Sounds like a good idea, right? You're doing QBank questions, let's say cardio question, you want to annotate in my cardio PDF. I don't think you need to annotate. When to do the PDFs throughout your prep is the answer, okay? So you're going to be doing QBank in random untimed tutor mode, but then let's say you've got a quiz in school 2 weeks from now in GI. Well, you can do my GI, my gastro PDF, and my gastro playlist MCQs here on the YouTube as that combo as your quote-unquote subject-specific prep concurrent to your random mode that you're doing in QBank, okay? So that's how you can go through the PDFs, and I want you clearing, if possible. I know some of you watching this, or I should say all of you watching this clip right now, are at different stages of your prep, but ideally, you're going to finish my PDFs before you enter the final month of your USMLE, prior to USMLE, okay? So if you're already in the final month, I want you to knock out high-yield arrows as a priority, okay? High-yield arrows, if you haven't really touched my PDFs and you're very close to your exam, you have to know that PDF. Now, once you get to the final month, obviously lengthy discussion, but I want you focusing on the NBMEs 20 through 31, including free 120, making Anki cards if you're incorrect, doing stack reviews. I have talked about that in other content. Just go back here through my YouTube playlist on exam guidance, okay? But in short, consolidation here, no, my PDFs do not artificially inflate your score. Absolute nonsense, okay? I mean, if you're studying the right material, your scores are going to go up. That's how it works. And you can do my PDFs throughout your prep, okay? Starting early on while you're doing QBank, and the combination of a PDF with YouTube playlists that I have can function as an excellent subject-specific study concurrent to your random mode that you're doing through QBank up until the final month in which you'll commence the NBMEs. You know the deal. I'm going to make more content. If you like my stuff, subscribe my channel. And I appreciate your time. That's it.